Is the audio better now? Did we fix it? All right, thank you, Mikey. Mikey coming in clutch for the win. Thank you for looking after me there. It's funny, I've got my system pretty well set up here, but sometimes it just needs to be turned off and on again. There you go. I stumbled on this song just a few minutes ago. I was going through an old hard drive, and I had forgotten about this song, basically, and that I wrote with my friends Zach and Maggie White, and I just thought I'd play for you. The truth is, I have so many songs that like should have a home somewhere, but there's just like I write more than I can put out in a timely fashion, and so this is yet another one of those. But I like it. I kind of it had just been in the back of my mind way back. It's nice to be reminded of it. So I think it's just called "Thankful" is the title. I can't remember exactly what we called it, but probably that. Here you go. Let's give it a shot. I'm thankful for clouds, thankful for skies, thankful for tears filling my eyes, thankful for sunshine, thankful for gray, thankful for years, seasons, days. I walk across the tightrope of life. Each time I fall, somehow I survive. Thankful the path is not a straight line. Thankful for chances, time after time. Here's to the bruises, the scrapes, and the burns, teaching me how the world really turns. Every heartache that opened the door to treasures I did not know to look for. All of the fires I had to walk through. I'm thankful for the living that led me to you. When you struggled, you weren't alone. I was right here with doubts of my own. All the accounts will balance somehow. I'm thankful for them. It got us to now. Here's to the bruises, the scrapes, and the burns, teaching me how the world really turns. Every heartache that opened the door to treasures I did not know to ask for. All of the fires I had to walk through. I'm thankful for the living that led me to you. I'm thankful for the living that led me to you. Yay. I like it. I can see it like, it's just, we wrote it on guitars, but maybe there's like an organ and like some, I don't know, some stuff. Like maybe it's not as like guitar-y and it's just sort of like more open and more, it reminds me of a song. Am I getting tired of you guys yet? Never, never, ever. Are you getting tired of me yet? Things of Jane, are you getting tired of me? It makes me want to play a song. I don't have a guitar pick. That's all right. This is from my Creative Potential EP. I love you morning by morning by morning. I want you wave after wave on my shore. I see the sunrise wherever you're walking. I love you morning by morning and every day more. Here's the truth. I would not know love without you. You are my living proof. You're all the proof I need. A miracles, anything is possible. You show me how deep I can fall. I fall and fall and fall. I love you morning by morning by morning. I want you wave after wave on my shore. I see the sunrise wherever you're walking. I love you morning by morning and every day more. Love you is why I'm alive. So I love you until I die. Until the day I die. I can't believe that you're what my waking eye sees. And you're who I'm kissing to sleep. Oh, it's too good to I love you morning by morning by morning. I want you wave after wave on my shore. I see the sunrise wherever you walk. I love you morning by morning and every day more. Morning by morning by morning. I want you wave after wave on my shore. I see the sunrise wherever you're walking. I love you morning by morning and every day more. Morning by morning and every day more. Morning by morning and every day more. Every day more. Yeah. Oh, morning by morning and every day more. That song goes a long way back. I wrote that. I started writing it in 2018. Gah, so long ago. So long ago. And I have good memories of it though, because I remember I was like in Iceland and I took a trip there with some of my good buddies and I was like starting to write that song, and this was 2018. It was actually like right before I put out any of my music on like was just about to release the Himalayas album, but I remember like shortly after that Iceland trip, I would put out the song "Begin Againers" from my first album. Anyway, I was writing that song, and I remember like I have good memories of me and my buddies in Iceland singing that song together because we were just out there like it was a bunch of musicians and songwriters, the whole crew of us. So we were just playing a bunch of tunes, and so that reminds me of Iceland. It reminds me of then recording it with my friend John Fields in the next year for the Creative Potential album. So it didn't originally have that super high note on it, but when I was doing that recording with John, he was like, it was really fun to work with him in so many ways, and one of those ways was just how he like pushed me to try some new stuff with my voice at that time, and he was like, dude, you can do it, like come on, you like yeah, just give me something. And so we put that morning by morning and every day more. Anyhow, is it like I feel like my speaking voice is so low? Is it weird for like I'm talking here and then I like busted out out the falsetto? What you gonna do? Yeah, I'm. You know what I thought of today? Do y'all have any questions for me, or like I realize on these streams I haven't interacted that much with the chat, and that's partially because it's so distracting. Like the chat is over there on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, and like I'm not anti-chat. Like I'm not against the chat. I just if I watch it too much, I can't like focus and play because it's like reading text messages from your friends while you're trying to play a song. It's hard to do. So if you have a question or something you would enjoy hearing me talk about in the chat, let me know. I've got a few minutes here. I've got to be somewhere after this, so I probably won't hang out way too much longer, but got about 10 minutes here. Do you have any questions for me or concerns or things you want me to? I like thinking about things, so I like questions, and usually, yeah, maybe it'd be interesting to riff on just, I don't know, what do you want to know? Mikey Doherty wants to know if I can lower his rent. Mikey Doherty, I cannot lower. So I moved to this place in January this year. I'm in East Nashville, and I love my new spot. It's so great, and I'm really enjoying it. And like it's been great. Just change of scene. I lived in my old house for 13 years, and so I'm renting that house out to some friends, including Mikey Doherty. Michael Dougherty is his name. And Doherty, I don't know how you say it. How do you say your name? Doherty or Dougherty? And anyway, so I'm his landlord, and Michael, I love you. I can't lower your rent, sorry. But maybe I can hire you for some stuff and effectively lower your rent. How about that? Okay. Oh, my friend Irene is here. Irene Storm. We go way back, way back to, gosh, I met Irene probably like 10 years ago maybe. Melody Storm, that's Irene, asks, how do I share co-writes? Depends on what you mean by share. As far as like credit for the song, if that's what you mean, like how do you share the song? Usually what's normal. So the answer to that question, there's kind of two parts, because what's normal in Nashville and the writing scene here is not necessarily normal everywhere else. In Nashville, in country music, but also just the writing culture here, like all the people that write songs together, the norm is that everybody who's in the room while it's being written gets an equal split of the song. So if I'm writing with one person, we each have 50%. if I'm writing with two more people, it's like 33 and a third. And so that's how you share a song. That is the Nashville way. It feels normal to me. Of course, when you're writing a song with people, it's generally the case somebody might carry it a little more than the other people. Or say you're writing for a specific artist who's in the room writing with you. You kind of would maybe give some of their ideas like deference, because they are the ones that are going to perform the song and sing it, and it has to feel true to them. So sometimes, even if the writing isn't like super equal, as in we wrote the same number of words that ended up in the final song, you still split it equally because everyone was part of the process of how it came to be. So that's how I normally do it. Other genres and other places like LA and New York, a lot of artists there will split the songwriting with the producer. It depends on like the genre as well. So like the people who wrote the lyrics and music will get some credit, and so will the producers of the track, which you could argue about that. Like, is that, it's kind of a philosophy of like, what is the songwriting? And in those, that makes sense too in a lot of ways, because those people are composing what you hear and the music. So it's like, there's just different ways of doing it. But that's the Nashville thing, is like the songwriters who wrote the melody and the lyrics split it equally. So that's a long rant. Copyright split too. Well, the copyright is like one thing. So like the split, if the copyright is, my understanding is like the copyright would belong to everybody, I suppose. Yeah, I think so. But what that means is like who has the right to record it, or I think everyone who wrote it might have the right, or you would discuss that. Like, are you going to record it? Am I going to record it? We could both record it, or pitch it to somebody else to record it. So if you don't hold a part of the copyright, you need permission to record someone's song and release it and generate money on it. If you co-wrote it, then yeah, you would share the copyright. But where a split really happens is like in money. If it gets played on radio or you sell an album, there's like money that gets divided up. And so that's where like a split becomes numerical. And then the copyright, I don't know if that means you have like a half of a copyright if you co-wrote a song, or if you just both, the copyright is one like legal status of the song that you all have a, piece of say over. I don't know. That's a weird one. Music law here with Scott Mulvihill. Okay. Upcoming concerts in the DC area. It's a good question, because I'm touring with Oliver Hazard in the fall, and we are going up northeast. We might be hitting DC. I need to get those dates on my website. They're in like mid to late October, but they would be on Oliver Hazard's website, and I posted about it. So, stay tuned. I may actually have one on the books, and I'm blanking on exactly where we're going right now, but I hope so, because that would be awesome. What do you think of the instrument called keymando? I don't know what that is. I will have to educate myself. I always love new instruments, as you know. And what's very sad? This is the nature of the database right now. It's like I built it and fashioned the triggers and the wiring, and so I was practicing it today, and I kind of some of the connections came loose, so I kind of broke it. But I know how to fix it. But so I can't play it right now because it is broken. Such is my life. It was really funny. Don't tell anyone this. It's a big secret. But at a show I did in Texas recently, I played a few things on database for part of the show, and I was soldering it down to minutes before the show. The show was at 7:30, and at 7:17, I was back there with my soldering iron, trying to get it working, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta go get dressed. So it's a little fragile right now, and luckily, Who's the guy that knows how to fix it? This guy. All right. What's next? How do you say your name backwards? Whoa. Leavlum, Leavlum, right? Mulva Hill, Leavlum, Leavlum. We got it. Oh, Rachel Palm on YouTube asked, "How did my phone call go?" I left a message. And so hopefully I'll hear back soon. So that's how it went. And I kind of figured the person I was calling yesterday was Dickie Landry, and to see about possibly. Well, honestly, I just want to hear some of his stories because I know he's got amazing stories. But he was influential in bringing Paul Simon to Lafayette, Louisiana, to record parts of Graceland, and so I want to talk to him about that and see if he would help us be part of the show if I can bring it to that area. So I called Dickie, but I think he's like 86 years old. So I was like, I'm gonna guess I get a message anyway. So that's what happened. I left a message. Oh, Mikey Doherty, I love you too, brother. Ooh, best place to eat in Nashville. There's so many good ones. I'm about to try a new pizza place tonight called Midnight Oil. I'm meeting over there in a few minutes. So I'll probably have to go pretty soon here. But I've heard it's incredible. I could report back. Some of my favorite places to eat, gosh. Ooh. There's a place here called the Treehouse in East Nashville near Five Points. Amazing. Like, amazing. And it's not like cheap, but it's not insanely expensive for upscale food. It's like upscale but well priced upscale, if that makes sense. So it's not just like, hey, it's a Friday afternoon, let's go to, but if you're like, let's get some good food and it's gonna be worth it. Treehouse. It's pretty awesome. There's another one in that neighborhood called Margot that I've been told I need to go to. So, okay. Oh, Sweet Simpsonia. I could play that. Okay. Tell you what. We're on a falsetto kick today because I played Morning by Morning earlier, and this song is full of falsetto. So let's do it, and then I'll finish up with this song and sign off because then I've got to go to dinner, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow because guess what? I'm live streaming every day this month, and we've got, 6 more days? 5 more days after today? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. What key is this song? It's in F sharps. My guitar's tuned down a half step. So I usually... Okay, here we go. I think this is what I need to do. She's my Dixie baby, Southern honeybee, wild as Kentucky, sweet as Tennessee. And I'm just feeling lucky she hangs around with me. Oh, my sweet Simpsonia, oh, my sweet Simpsonia, oh, my sweet songbird of the South, where would I be without my sweet Simpsonia? lost her mind like New York City. She ain't cold like Boston town. She ain't no high heel spray tan Los Angeles. Her boots fall on solid ground. But this Houston boy is right at home in the honeysuckle sound. Oh, my sweet Simpsonia. Oh, my sweet Simpsonia. Oh, my sweet songbird of the South. Where would I be without my sweet Simpsonia? She's calling me, calling me. She's calling me, calling me. She's calling me, calling me. Home, home, home. My sweet Simpsonia. Oh, my sweet Simpsonia. Oh, my sweet pride of Elva Road. She is calling my heart home. My sweet Simpsonia. My sweet Simpsonia. My sweet Simpsonia. Thank you for the request. I hope you guys have a great night. As always, thanks for tuning in. And I will see you tomorrow. Come catch a show. You can find all my music online. You know where to find it. Spotify, etc. You can even buy a record if you want. Although I really need to repress Himalayas on vinyl and maybe CD too, but vinyl seems to be the winner these days. And yeah, I need to repress that because people still like it, which is cool. And I'm all out. So thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting what I do and hanging out with me. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Have a good one.